After 5 years of marriage to my wife, she was finally pregnant. By Ryan's mom and I were looking forward to the child. However, I never expected that my wife would secretly have an abortion while I was away on a business trip. The reason was simply to help the one who got away deal with his family's pressure to get married. With a cold face, I rushed home overnight, only to see the half-naked one that got away coming out of my bathroom. My wife was a little surprised. "Why are you back?" "Don't get me wrong, this is just to deal with his relatives. They're just borrowing our house for a couple of days." Hearing this, I smiled calmly and put her hand and the one that got away's hand together. "Then why don't I just lend you to him too?" As soon as I said this, Lillian Lily Smith was stunned. She looked at me in disbelief and gritted her teeth, questioning, "Ryan Ziegler, what nonsense are you spouting? I'm your wife. How can you lend me to another man?" Seeing this, I sneered. This project was tough, requiring a foreign assignment to Africa for more than half a year, but the returns were substantial. Originally, I didn't want to go, but it so happened that Lillian Lily Smith was pregnant. To give the child better family conditions, I gritted my teeth and went. Just as the project was about to end, I saw Lillian Lily Smith and Howard Howie Johnson's social media posts. She was publicly holding hands with the one that got away as his girlfriend, receiving blessings from Howard Howie Johnson's family, and she had also aborted the child in her womb. Seeing this scene, I was furious and bought a plane ticket to rush back overnight. Unexpectedly, I saw Howard Howie Johnson coming out of the bathroom half naked. At that moment, my heart died completely. Thinking of this, I sneered and said, "I'm just helping you and Howard Howie Johnson get together. After all, haven't you already told everyone that you're his girlfriend?" Hearing this, Lillian Lily Smith frowned and snapped, "Ryan Ziegler, don't you know whether I'm his girlfriend or not? Howard Howie Johnson's family has been pressuring him to get married, and he couldn't handle it, so I just helped him out. Why are you such a small-minded man? All you do all day is get jealous." Hearing this, Howard Howie Johnson deliberately lowered his head and said aggrievedly in front of me, "Ryan, if you're angry, I can clarify things to my family, as long as you and Lily don't fight. Even if my mom scolds me to death, beats me to death, it doesn't matter." Hearing this, Lillian Lily Smith immediately felt sorry for him and said, "Howard Howie Johnson, you don't have to pay attention to him. He's just always been petty and jealous, doing nothing all day but being blindly jealous." Saying that, she looked at me again, "Ryan Ziegler, if you continue to dwell on this matter, don't force me to get angry." I was amused by Lillian Lily Smith's face. Since we got married, I've mentioned it no less than 50 times, even begged her to go back to Ryan's hometown with me. But she disliked that my childhood home was in a rural area and refused with all sorts of excuses. Now, when it comes to Howard Howie Johnson, Lillian Lily Smith went directly home with him. It's truly ridiculous. Thinking of this, I said coldly, "Okay, let's put everything else aside for now. I'll just ask one question, where's our child?" "Lillian Lily Smith, why did you hide it from me that you had an abortion? You know how much I wanted this child to come. Lillian Lily Smith and I have been married for 5 years, but we haven't been able to have a child. I've gone to the hospital more than once to check my sperm count, and even tried some so-called home remedies. I suffered a lot for this, but it was all in vain. This has led to my being surrounded by a lot of gossip. Every year when I go back to Ryan's hometown, Ryan's mom and uncles/relatives use all sorts of ways to grill me about what's going on. It made me not even dare to go home for the new year. It wasn't until this year that Lillian Lily Smith brought the news of her pregnancy, which cleared my name. For this reason, I spent a lot of money early on to learn how to take care of a baby, and I chose a postpartum care center and a nanny a year in advance. All for the sake of giving the child the best things in the world after he was born. Even my Ryan's mom put down the farm work at home and prepared to come and take care of Lillian Lily Smith. Lillian Lily Smith knew better than anyone how much I wanted this child, but she had an abortion. Hearing this, Lillian Lily Smith's face turned pale. "Ryan Ziegler, we can have children later. I think having a child now would put too much pressure on us." "Too much pressure? What a load of pressure. In the 5 years of our marriage, I haven't let Lillian Lily Smith suffer once. I handed over all the money I worked so hard to earn. Even if I was suffering and tired outside, I never complained when I got home. Lillian Lily Smith doesn't have any pressure at all. This is just her excuse. Seeing this, Howard Howie Johnson showed a hint of sarcasm in his eyes, but apologized with a wronged expression. Ryan, don't blame Lily. It's all because of me. My parents are urging me to get married, so I asked Lily to help me. Lily was also afraid that my parents would misunderstand, so she had an abortion. Hearing this, I punched Howard Howie Johnson directly. Afraid your parents would misunderstand? Just because of such a ridiculous reason, you aborted the child that I had been looking forward to for so long. I looked at Lillian Lily Smith. Lillian Lily Smith, do you even have a heart? You know my Ryan's mom is sick and is just hoping to see her grandson. If you didn't want it, you could have at least told me. Lillian Lily Smith pushed me away angrily. It's just a child. What's the big deal if I aborted it? Why are you ing it out on Howard Howie Johnson? She helped Howard Howie Johnson up, looking distressed. You quickly apologized to Howard Howie Johnson. Apologize to him? I said in disbelief, clenching my fists. He's not worthy of me apologizing to him. See? This penthouse apartment was bought by my son. Mrs. Johnson, Howard's mom, opened the door with a key, showing off triumphantly. Turning her head, she saw the injury on Howard Howie Johnson's face and was immediately furious. Who did this? How dare they come to my son's house to hit someone? Hearing this, I let go of my hand and asked doubtfully, what do you mean your son's house? This is my house. Mrs. Johnson, Howard's mom, said disdainfully, this is my son Howard Howie Johnson's house. My daughter-in-law Lily is also here. What nonsense are you talking about? Wait a minute, you're not the one who hit my son, are you? Saying that, her tone changed and she pointed at me agitatedly. I didn't respond to her, but clenched my hands and looked at Lillian Lily Smith, gritting my teeth. Lillian Lily Smith, whose house is this? Lillian Lily Smith's face stiffened, she felt a little guilty, and stood there without saying a word. Howard Howie Johnson deliberately showed the red mark on his face and put his arm around Lillian Lily Smith's waist. If it's not mine, could it be yours? Seeing this, Lillian Lily Smith looked at me coldly. This house, of course, belongs to Howard Howie Johnson. Hearing this, Mrs. Johnson, Howard's mom, chuckled. Did you hear what my daughter-in-law Lily said? The other Howard Howie Johnson's uncles/relatives also chimed in. Howie is successful now, living in this mansion, and his wife is so beautiful. Next step is to have a baby, right? You must invite us to the celebration then. Hearing this, I was so angry that I clenched my fists tightly. Seeing this, Mrs. Johnson, Howard's mom, pointed at my nose and cursed directly. So, you're the one who hit my and just now. Coming to someone else's house to hit people, is there any justice left? Hearing this, I roared with red eyes, this house is mine. You're the ones who should get out. Mrs. Johnson, Howard's mom, put her hands on her hips and said shrilly, so it's a madman. What are you uncles/relatives waiting for? Hurry up and kick this madman out. Hearing this, the other uncles/relatives surrounded me, looking at me angrily. Get out now. If you dare to come to Howard Howie Johnson's house to cause trouble again, we'll break your legs. You even dared to hit Howard Howie Johnson, teach him a lesson and throw him out. At this moment, my Ryan's mom appeared at the door, stunned by what she saw. What's going on here? Mrs. Johnson, Howard's mom, immediately jumped out with a frown. I haven't even asked who you are. This is my son's house. How did you just come in? My Ryan's mom looked at me in confusion. Ryan, isn't this house yours? How could it belong to someone else? Saying that, Ryan's mother saw that they were aggressive and thought I had done something wrong, and asked me with red eyes, did you lose the house gambling? Hearing this, I swallowed the bitterness and anger in my heart and said to Ryan's mother with a wry smile, Mom, how could I gamble? The situation is very complicated. I'll tell you later. Ryan's mother didn't say anything and asked Lillian Lily Smith again, daughter-in-law Lily, tell Mom, what's going on? Did Ryan Ziegler go out gambling? At this time, Mrs. Johnson, Howard's mom, jumped out, you old hag, who are you calling daughter-in-law? This is my daughter-in-law. I see, you're just here to cause trouble. Daughter-in-law, tell this old hag, whose daughter-in-law are you? Hearing this, I was furious and looked at Lillian Lily Smith. Lillian Lily Smith, in your heart, is Howard Howie Johnson's face more important than me and my Ryan's mom? Lillian Lily Smith hesitated. Seeing this, Howard Howie Johns deliberately said softly, "Lily, my Ryan's mother's heart isn't good, she can't handle any excitement." Hearing these words, Lily Smith turned her head. "You two crazy people, I don't know you at all." Hearing this, Mrs. Johnson, Howard's mom, immediately showed off triumphantly. "Did you hear that? This is my good daughter-in-law. You're a crazy old woman, and you're a crazy son. If you want to go crazy, don't do it here. Kick them out." As soon as she gave the order, the surrounding uncles/relatives came over and pushed Ryan's mom and me out. Ryan's mom looked anxious, struggling constantly. "What's going on? This is my son's house, and that's my daughter-in-law." Hearing this, Mrs. Johnson, Howard's mom, slapped Ryan's mom hard in the face. "Shameless, crazy old woman, if I don't teach you a lesson, you won't recognize reality." The huge impact caused Ryan's mother's head to hit the wall, and she immediately fainted. "Mom!" Seeing this, I rushed up like a madman. The others quickly backed away. Mrs. Johnson, Howard's mom's face changed. "This has nothing to do with us. She fainted on her own. If you dare to extort us, we'll make you regret it." Saying that, she pushed Ryan's mom and me out the door and slammed the door shut. I clenched my fists tightly, my heart burning with anger. Unable to think about taking revenge on them, I quickly rushed Ryan's mom to the hospital. The doctors said the situation was critical. I stayed with Ryan's mother for more than 3 hours before she woke up. I went to buy Ryan's mother something to eat, but unexpectedly, Lily Smith and Howard Howie Johnson walked in with things. Hearing this, I said coldly, "Get out. I don't need you to pretend." Lily Smith glared at me. "Do you have the nerve to say that? If you weren't so excessive and insisted on calling mom over, would things have turned out this way? Anyway, I've already apologized. Whether you listen or not is up to you." Hearing this, I was furious. Apologize? Excessive? Who brings a basket of chrysanthemums for mourning and expired milk from home to apologize? Lily Smith, you want my Ryan's mom to die. Seeing this, Howard Howie Johnson pretended to be wronged and said, "Ryan, don't say that about Lily. We came to apologize to your aunt. It's all my fault. If it weren't for helping me, Lily wouldn't have had an abortion." Hearing this, my Ryan's mom was stunned. After a long while, she trembled and said, What did you say? My grandson is gone? How could this happen? I had prepared all his clothes from childhood to adulthood, and even made a good luck charm for him. But, you." Before she could finish speaking, Ryan's mother clutched her chest in pain, her face as white as paper. The monitor on the hospital bed immediately emitted a piercing alarm sound. Seeing this, I panicked immediately. "Mom! Help! Doctor!" I shouted while running out with red eyes. Seeing this, Howard Howie Johnson's eyes were full of mockery, but he deliberately stopped me from leaving. "Ryan, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I didn't expect that Aunt would react this way after hearing this news." Hearing this, I cursed with bloodshot eyes, "Get out of here. If anything happens to my Ryan's mom, I will never let you go." Lily Smith frowned and said, "Howard, Howie Johnson is sincerely apologizing to you. Why are you being so petty?" Hearing this, I clenched my fists tightly, my body trembling with anger. "Get out of here now. I don't have time to argue with you." Seeing this, Howard Howie Johnson knelt in front of me all of a sudden with a sneer in his eyes, wailing, "Ryan, if you don't forgive me, I won't get up. Just let me kneel here to death." Lily Smith felt sorry for him and pulled him up. "Howard Howie Johnson, why are you kneeling to him? Get up quickly." Saying that, she glared at me. "Ryan Ziegler, you forced Howard Howie Johnson to kneel to oh you. What more do you want?" I gritted my teeth. "I don't have time to play games with you. My Ryan's mom is still sick." Saying that, I pulled Howard Howie Johnson a little. I didn't expect that I didn't use much strength, but Howard Howie Johnson flew out and fell to the ground. Seeing this, Lily Smith flew into a rage and stopped me. "Ryan Ziegler, you don't know what's good for you. You even dare to hit someone. You quickly apologize to Howard Howie Johnson, otherwise, we'll get a divorce." At this moment, the piercing alarm sound from Ryan's mother's monitor disappeared directly, and Ryan's mother also fell into a coma, not knowing whether she was dead or alive. I stood there blankly for a moment, then immediately rushed to my Ryan's mom's bed, trembling. Lily Smith. I'm not only going to divorce you, but I'm also going to settle the score with you for hurting my Ryan's mom. At this time, the doctor seemed to hear my shouts and rushed over with people. We were kicked out. After a long while, Lily Smith's face turned pale, and she asked in disbelief, "What did you just say? You want to divorce me?" Hearing this, a trace of sarcasm flashed in Howard Howie Johnson's eyes, and he stood up and said earnestly, "Ryan, I have to say something to you. You've been married for so many years, isn't this just a small misunderstanding? You can't divorce Lily just because she had an abortion, right? Does Lily mean less to you than a child that doesn't even exist? She's not your tool for bearing children." Hearing this, Lily Smith pushed me with anger in her eyes. "Ryan Ziegler, Howard Howie Johnson is right. What divorce? Aren't you just trying to force me to have another child for you? Do you think I'm your family's tool for bearing children? Let me tell you, your threat is useless to me. I'll have a child if I want to, and I'll have an abortion if I don't want to." I laughed in anger. You know, for 5 years. Even if I suffered a lot and endured a lot of gossip, I didn't let her suffer even a little bit, or face any discussion. All my test results were normal. Ryan's mom asked me to persuade Lily Smith to go to the hospital for a checkup, but I kept stopping her to protect her face. I endured the reputation of being useless for 5 years. I suffered the cold stares and ridicule of so many relatives and friends, all to protect my wife. I didn't expect that she would now say that I was treating her as a tool for bearing children. Everything I did for her in the past was like a clown. Of course, you can have a child if you want to, that's your right. I can't control it and I don't want to. After all, you're Howie Johnson's girlfriend now, not my wife, Ryan Ziegler. I looked at her with a cold face. Hearing these words, Lily Smith's chest rose and fell with anger, and her finger trembled as she pointed at me. I used the words she had said to her to retort to her, leaving her unable to refute. Seeing this, Howard Howie Johnson pretended to be a good person again and stood up to persuade. "Ryan, didn't I explain it to you many times before? That was all an act for my Ryan's mother and them. Don't be angry because of that. Besides, Aunt was almost angered to death when she found out about the child. If she knew you were getting a divorce, wouldn't she be angered to death?" Hearing this, I couldn't bear it any longer and punched him in the face. Howard Howie Johnson immediately ouched and fell to the ground. Lily Smith covered Howard Howie Johnson's face with heartache and said angrily, "Ryan Ziegler, are you crazy? If you hurt Howard Howie Johnson, you won't be able to pay for it with your life. I don't have time to play jealousy games with you." You quickly apologized to Howard Howie Johnson. "Ryan's mother is still waiting for us to go back home." Lily Smith protected Howard Howie Johnson behind her. "Look. Furious." Seeing this, Howard Howie Johnson raised his eyebrows at me triumphantly. I lowered my eyes and sneered. "You reminded me, those trespassers are still in my penthouse apartment. I'm calling the police now to arrest those trespassers." Hearing this, Lily Smith glared and said angrily, "Ryan Ziegler, how dare you? If you do that, then I will never forgive you." Hearing these words, I immediately took out my phone and called the police. After calling the police, I looked at them with a cold face. Lily Smith looked at me with a livid face. Howard Howie Johnson was anxiously calling his uncles/relatives. Unfortunately, I don't know if they were having too much fun, but none of them answered. His Mrs. Johnson, Howard's mom, did answer the phone, but she hung up after only a few words, arguing. Seeing this, I coldly said a few words. Lily Smith, I've already asked the law firm to draft the divorce agreement. I won't give you less than what you deserve. Sign it obediently and we'll break up peacefully. Otherwise, don't blame me for being rude." Hearing these words, Lily Smith frowned immediately. "What do you mean? You want to divorce me? Aren't you just throwing a tantrum?" I snorted coldly and didn't speak. At this time, the law firm just happened to call. "Mr. Ziegler, the divorce agreement has been drafted. Where are you now? Do you need me to send it over to you?" "At the hospital. Just send it over here. My ex-wife is here, so she can sign it." Hearing this, Lily Smith's face showed a visible panic. She walked over quickly and pushed me against the wall. "Ryan Ziegler, you want to divorce me? This isn't a joke?" I pushed her away coldly. "Or what?" Lily Smith seemed to be a little broken and stood there blankly without speaking. Howard Howie Johnson came over to comfort her. Lily, Ryan is just saying angry words because he's angry. He wanted a child so much, and he's so angry Hat the child is gone. But I have to say something to you, Ryan. Who else is willing to have a child for you besides Lily? If you divorce her, you might be single for the rest of your life. Hearing these words, Lily Smith immediately condescended and said, I don't understand. Isn't it just a child? Why are you so angry? You're such a small-minded man. Alright, I'll have another one with you in the future, or even two if necessary. But we agreed. I'm only responsible for giving birth, not for raising. Howard Howie Johnson also chimed in with a pitiable and scheming tone. If you're still not satisfied, Ryan, I can leave Lily and never see her again from now on. After all, I'm just an outsider. If I affect the harmony of your marriage because of me, I'll be criticized. Saying that, he deliberately lowered his head and walked out. Lily Smith immediately felt sorry for him and pulled him back. What does this have to do with you? It's clearly because he's being jealous. We've explained it to him so many times. We're just ordinary friends, but he refuses to believe it. Seeing this, I sneered coldly. This kind of scene had been played out in front of me more than once. Every time Howard Howie Johnson would pretend to leave, but every time Lily Smith would stop him and then make me apologize to Howard Howie Johnson. In the past, I yielded for the sake of love. But now, I chuckled and said, no need, you can keep the child and have it with your little boyfriend Howard Howie Johnson. As for who I'm with and who I have children with, that's none of your business. After all, you're my ex-wife now. As soon as I finished speaking, Ryan's mom was pushed out of the ward. I quickly followed. The patient's condition is critical. We need a joint consultation from various departments. The family member needs to sign the critical condition form. Hearing this, my eyes were red, and like a wooden man, I signed all kinds of documents that the nurse handed over. At this time, Lily Smith pulled me like crazy. Ryan Ziegler, tell me clearly, what do you mean it's none of your business? Just because I didn't have a child for you, you're going to abandon me. Howard Howie Johnson also followed. Ryan, you're going a little too far, aren't you? What if things get out of hand and Lily divorces you? What will you do? In the past, Lily Smith was always the one who was coaxed when we argued. Now that I don't coax her, she can't take it. Lily Smith, are you blind? Can't you see I'm signing documents? I pushed her away angrily, then quickly signed the documents and ran anxiously after Ryan's mother's surgery bed. Ryan Ziegler, you stop right there. If you run away now, then I'm going to divorce you. Lily Smith followed closely, chasing after me. Seeing this, Howard Howie Johnson quickly advised, Ryan, there are doctors with Aunt. Don't go. Lily, I think Ryan seems angry. Why don't you go apologize to him? As soon as these words came out, Lily Smith stopped in her tracks. Fine. Ryan Ziegler, let's get a divorce, then, and split the assets 50-50ths. Let's see if you're willing. I sneered inwardly. Howard Howie Johnson understood Lily Smith. Asking her to lower her head and apologize to me would be like killing her. But splitting the assets 50-50 was completely wishful thinking on her part. She probably forgot. My law firm and the penthouse apartment were notarized before the marriage at Ryan's mother's request. At the time, I didn't understand it very much. I thought that my relationship with Lily Smith was so strong that there was no need to take such a step. And even if we didn't make it to the end, I was willing to give her half of my assets. After all, at that time, I loved her to the bone. But Lily Smith, to prove to our Ryan's mothers that our love was pure and didn't involve any material things, took the initiative to have me do a prenuptial property notarization. Even if I divorced her, she could only get my assets after the marriage. But after the marriage, she spent money lavishly. Today she bought a bag for millions. Tomorrow she went abroad for a trip for hundreds of thousands. All the money I earned was squandered by her. After the divorce, she could get a share of the property, I calculated, but it was only a few $100,000. And this was the price after selling those bags and other luxury goods. If she didn't sell them, she could probably only get a few tens of thousands. Ryan's mother was sent to the ICU for emergency treatment, and my company's lawyer, Susan Sue Carter, also rushed over. She said breathlessly, Mr. Ziegler, do you want to rush the divorce like this? If we wait a little longer to collect evidence, we can make the terms more favorable to you. If you divorce now, your ex-wife will still take away a large sum of money. I took the divorce agreement and looked at it. No need, I just want to divorce her sooner and start a new life. Did you bring the evidence that I sent you? If she doesn't agree, take it out and show it to her. Hearing this, Susan Sue Carter said angrily, I saw it. Your ex-wife is going too far. You work so hard outside, but she messes around with other men at home, and even had your child aborted. She's not human. Looking at Susan Sue Carter's indignant look, I couldn't help but laugh. Yes, even outsiders would feel sorry for me. But Lillian Lily Smith felt that everything she did to me was just right. At this moment, Lillian Lily Smith rushed out from somewhere. She went up and slapped Susan Sue Carter, Ryan Ziegler. So that's why you're in such a hurry to divorce me. You've been keeping a mistress at the law firm. You scumbag. And you little slut, I'll beat you to death. Howard Howie Johnson also followed, saying sarcastically, Ryan, you're letting Lily down a little. I finally pursue. I'd Lily to come over and apologize to you, but you turned around and got together with a mistress. I ignored them and quickly asked Susan Sue Carter, Sue, are you okay? Are you hurt? Susan Sue Carter looked at me with tears in her eyes, one side of her face already swollen. That was enough to show how much force Lillian Lily Smith had used just now. Seeing this, I pulled her behind me and glared at Lillian Lily Smith. What are you doing? Do you think I'm messing around outside like you? This is my law firm's lawyer. If you dare to hit someone again without rhyme or reason, don't blame me for being rude. Hearing this, Lillian Lily Smith snorted, what's wrong with hitting her? If I skinned this kind of vixen alive, the people would only cheer. Not learning to be good at a young age, and running to seduce other people's husbands. A lawyer. I spit on you, why don't you say she's a secretary? Howard Howie Johnson also said in a sarcastic and scheming tone, Ryan, don't be afraid to admit it. We caught the two of you being lovey-dovey just now. Are you going to deny it now? Hearing this, Lillian Lily Smith's emotions came up again, and she took a step forward, wanting to hit someone. I quickly stopped her and threw her against the wall. Lillian Lily Smith's eyes turned red immediately. Okay, Ryan Ziegler, you hit me for this vixen. I can't live like this anymore. I want a divorce. Hearing this, I sneered and threw the divorce agreement that Susan Sue Carter was holding onto the ground. Fine, the divorce agreement is right here, so why don't you sign it? But let me reiterate, she is not the vixen you claim she is. She is my colleague, the legal counsel for my law firm/company. Lillian Lily Smith, you can make a scene with me, after all, you're my ex-wife, but you are not to go after my colleagues. As soon as I finished speaking, Susan Sue Carter pulled out her law license from her pocket. Miss Gu, please take a good look. Am I the vixen you claim I am? I reserve the right to sue you for your unprovoked assault against me just now. Seeing this, Lillian Lily Smith's face paled. She picked up the divorce agreement from the ground and flipped through a couple of pages. Ryan Ziegler, are you really this heartless? Do you have to divorce me? Have you forgotten the promises you once made to me? Have you forgotten the promises you made to me, that you would be good to me for the rest of your life, love me forever, and pamper me forever? In her eyes, there was a glint of something shimmering, like tears. If it were before, the moment she showed this look, I would have held her in my arms with heartache. But now, I no longer love her. Without love, there's no feeling. I replied with a cold face, of course, I haven't forgotten. Hearing this, Lillian Lily Smith's expression recovered slightly, and the corners of her eyes softened a little. I continued, I work hard outside to support the family, and all the money I earn goes to you. I don't even have money for cigarettes or food. It's a little ridiculous to say that the CEO of such a large law firm/company doesn't have a penny in his pocket. But how have you treated me? You not only got rid of the child I had been longing for, but you also caused my Ryan's mom, or Ryan's mother, to be in critical condition and now in the operating room. Lillian Lily Smith, disappointment only accumulates until the day it spirals out of control. Now, our relationship should end. Hearing this, Lillian Lily Smith's face became extremely pale, and her pupils trembled constantly. It's not like that, I still love you. As she spoke, she ran straight out. The divorce agreement in her hand was also torn to shreds. I glanced at Howard Howie Johnson indifferently. Howard Howie Johnson, Lillian Lily Smith is still my ex-wife after all, so I've always had some affection for her. As for you and Mrs. Song, replace with Howard D's mom or Mrs. Thompson if a last name is needed and can be any common last name, just wait to be sanctioned by the law. Don't think that no one knows about the things you've done. Hearing this, Howard Howie Johnson's face changed drastically, and he gritted his teeth and said, "Ryan, what are you talking about? I don't understand what you're saying." I sneered, "It's good that you don't understand. Aren't you going to get out of here? If you leave any later, your mom might be arrested by the police." Hearing this, Howard Howie Johnson ran out like a dog. Finally, it's quiet. I closed my eyes and sat down against the wall. A pair of slender white hands were placed on my head, gently massaging my head with gentle movements. I looked up in a daze. Susan Sue Carter said with a smile, "Must be very tired, boss? Let me give you a massage." I can't believe that the usually formidable boss is so humble in love. I shook my head with a wry smile. Who can say for sure about this thing called love? You were troubled today and even got slapped. Go see a doctor later, all expenses will be reimbursed, and I will approve a 7-day paid vacation for you, and your year-end bonus will be doubled. Hearing this, Susan Sue Carter's eyes lit up all of a sudden. "Boss, I love you to death. You're divorced now, and I don't have a boyfriend either. Why don't we date? I want to get ahead, too." Hearing this, I couldn't help but open my mouth wide. Just as I was about to say something, the doors of the operating room opened. The director of neurosurgery came out and said, "Family members of the patient? The patient is out of danger, but will need to be hospitalized for observation for some time. Remember to pay the surgery and hospitalization fees later." By the way, what were you arguing about at the entrance of the operating room just now? I didn't have time to pay attention to the director of neurosurgery, who was so old and still wanted to gossip. I immediate. Ely followed the gurney being pushed out. Ryan's mom, or Ryan's mother, had already woken up, looking at me with weak eyes and pale lips. "Ryan, is my grandson gone?" I lowered my head in dismay. "It's gone, Mom. Don't be angry because of this. If it's gone, it's gone. We can always have another one." Ryan's mom, or Ryan's mother, sighed, "Then you and Lily." Seeing her hesitant look, I immediately understood what Ryan's mom, or Ryan's mother, wanted to ask. So, I said with a smile, "I will divorce her as soon as possible, and then go on blind dates again. You will be able to hold your grandson soon. Mom, the most important thing for you now is to protect your body. Don't worry about these things. When your body recovers, you will still have to help me take care of the children." Hearing this, Ryan's mom, or Ryan's mother, nodded with difficulty. "When you two got married, Mom felt that Lily wasn't someone who could settle down. It's okay to date, but getting married might not be suitable. But I didn't expect you to be young and insist on being with her. Now, several years have passed in a flash, and you have matured. Just make your own decisions about matters of the heart and don't regret it, and don't treat Lily badly either. After all, she has been with you for so many years." Hearing this, I was silent. Even lying in bed, Ryan's mom, or Ryan's mother, was still thinking about Lillian Lily Smith. And Lillian Lily Smith? At this moment, Susan Sue Carter came over to greet Ryan's mom, or Ryan's mother. "Hello, Auntie, my name is Susan Sue Carter." Ryan's mom, or Ryan's mother, was stunned. "Ryan, you're too efficient, aren't you? You've already found a replacement before you're even divorced? You can't do anything adulterous. But this girl looks pretty good, and her butt is big, so she'll be good at giving birth." Hearing this, Susan Sue Carter blushed directly. "Auntie, I'm not the boss's girlfriend, I'm the legal counsel of the boss's law firm. M/Company. "Oh, is that so? I'm sorry, Auntie is going crazy thinking about her grandson, don't mind it. Ryan, you and this Miss Sue can talk about things, Mom is going to rest first." I looked at Ryan's mom, or Ryan's mother, who was giving me winks like crazy, and didn't know what to say. I quickly pulled Susan Sue Carter out, glancing at her but out of the corner of my eye. "Well, it is quite big. No, what am I thinking?" I first took Susan Sue Carter to see a doctor, and after prescribing some medicine, I drove her away. On the way, she kept looking at me curiously. I couldn't help but ask, Do I have flowers on my face? Why are you looking at me? That's not the case, there are too few affectionate men these days. I'm just a little curious about the story between you, the boss, and your ex-wife. Are you not considering me? Susan Sue Carter smiled lightly. My gaze was stunned, and I coughed. We'll talk about it later. Hearing this, Susan Sue Carter smiled. Boss, you're blushing, you're moved. I immediately put on a cold face and didn't speak, and the atmosphere was a little silent. After a long time, Susan Sue Carter opened her mouth gently. Boss, do you still remember that you used to sponsor a female student? Suddenly, my pupils shrank. 1 year later, because Lily Smith always disagreed with the divorce, I finally chose to sue for divorce. After today, I will have nothing to do with Lily Smith anymore. As for Howard Howie Johnson, he had long been sent to prison with the evidence I had in my hand. I also arranged a few good roommates for him under reasonable arrangements. His mother and those uncles/relatives were also sent to prison by me with tricks. The lowest was 7 or 8 years, and the highest was Howard Howie Johnson's mom's sentence of 20 years. Therefore, those uncles/relatives of theirs cursed in the streets at Howard Howie Johnson's father's place every day. Ryan Ziegler, are you so cruel? L to me? Lily Smith said with red eyes. I held the divorce decree and looked at Lily Smith with a smile. Am I very cruel? Thank you for the compliment. After all, I learned it from you. Hearing this, Lily Smith grabbed my collar tightly. Ryan Ziegler, can't you forgive me now that I know I was wrong? I can accept any way you punish me. Can we remarry? I let go of her hand. Can a broken mirror be put back together? Lily Smith, you are already my ex-wife, and the property has been completely divided. I have nothing to do with you anymore. She still wanted to say something, but at this moment, my eyes lit up, and I walked quickly to the side. Susan Sue Carter looked at me with a radiant smile. My big boss is finally divorced, so can you accept me now? I nodded and placed her hand on my cheek. That is what I wish for, and I dare not ask for more. She smiled and kissed my lips, and I responded to her passionately. Seeing this, Lily Smith shouted madly, Ryan Ziegler, I don't believe it. You must be trying to make me angry. You can't leave me. It's impossible. After saying that, she staggered towards the river. If you love me, come and save me. Otherwise, I'll jump. Hearing this, Susan Sue Carter was a little nervous. Ryan, go and take a look. She won't jump into the river, will she? I said helplessly, how could she? She's probably trying to threaten me, she's always been like this before. However, as soon as I finished speaking, a splash was heard. Susan Sue Carter and I exchanged glances and quickly ran towards the river. Lily Smith struggled and laughed in the river. Ha ha ha. I knew it, you have me in your heart, you love me in your heart. When I jumped down and rescued her, she was completely out of breath. I sighed. I didn't expect her only sincerity to be a death threat. To love to this point is truly extremely painful.